I've been thinking about something strange, something that feels so obvious it's easy to ignore. I know I'm conscious. I'm thinking right now. I can feel this moment. Descartes said it best. I think, therefore I am. And that's undeniable from the inside. My own consciousness is the only thing I can know with absolute certainty. But what about you, or anyone else? The second I look outward, everything changes. If I say, you think, therefore you are, it doesn't work the same way. I can't feel your thoughts. I can't experience your mind. I only see behavior, words, reactions, and maybe even emotions. But I'm just guessing. That's where it gets weird. Because we're all human, we share the same biology, the same structure, the same outward behavior. So it makes sense to assume that others are conscious too. But if I really think about it, I don't know. I assume it, and that assumption is the paradox. I know I'm human, I know others are human, so it feels natural to believe that since consciousness is true for me, it must be true for them. But I can never step into their mind, never feel their thoughts, and without that, there's no objective proof. So here's the question. Can we ever truly measure a subjective experience? Can we prove consciousness outside ourselves? Science is trying. Neuroscientists use fMRI and EEG to find neural patterns that correlate with reported experiences. There's even a theory, integrated information theory, that gives consciousness a number, a mathematical score based on how much information a system integrates. But these are still correlations. They depend on someone saying, I feel this, and then measuring what the brain does. It's still indirect. It's not a direct measurement of the experience itself. David Chalmers called this the hard problem of consciousness. Not how the brain processes information, but why that process feels like something. Why there's an inner world at all. So where does that leave us? Maybe we'll never build a machine that objectively reads consciousness. Maybe that's the point. The mystery might be what makes this whole thing, being human, so strange, so profound. We walk around with minds we'll never fully access. In people we love, strangers we pass, even in ourselves. Maybe the best we can do is respect the depth we can't see, and live like everyone else is just as real as we are, even if we can't prove it. I think, therefore I am. But what about you?